So the question is, in an age where information is endless, what do you think people are actually missing when it comes to building real lasting strength? This is a question I've dove into with a lot of people really over the past 18 months or so of asking, because I think, as knowledge expands, it seems like wisdom is more about refinement and, coming down into what are the things that are most essential. So as I was thinking of this question, the best answer that I could get was, I don't think that we're necessarily missing anything, but when there's so much information out there, the gold kind of gets buried with the common pebbles. And that's where I've seen so many people struggle with. So much information is coming at us all the time that you don't know actually what's gold or not. Like maybe it actually really is a good idea of what you're reading or what you're going into. But where I kind of got from that is there's like this paradox of choice that gets inflated. So what's missing more is the shutdown of noise, where I found personally, as well as working with people, is we're just so quick now to jump to the next thing, where we're so like, we hear about something, we listen to a podcast, or we read a new book, and it's all of a sudden like, oh, this is the new information, this sounds really good, and it gets an emotional response. So we're much more quick to just jump to a new thing rather than just stay on topic, stay on task with something. Where I think to answer this question, one of the best things that maybe we're missing is just taking an idea and just running with it without adding more, information and just noise into us. So the challenge now, it seems, is not what's the best idea, but just staying with an idea long enough to allow it to work and stay the course. And my friend Carrie Campbell always says, like, ingesting information, are you using it for information or inspiration? If you're using it just for inspiration, right? If you want to read something and it just gets you pumped up and motivated to do your thing, that's great. But if you're always searching for new information, then you're looking for a savior, or you're looking for something new. And that's when the program hopping comes. And like, I know a lot of people who are in fitness who are just brand new to it. Maybe they're more adept to program hopping. I know personally myself, I get the squirrel brain sometimes of like staying on a program, and then I want to jump to like the next thing because I just listened to a cool pod. That seems really cool, to get into. So that's been my thoughts on that. So, Brett, I'll ask for your rebuttal or just thoughts on that first as we get rolling.
Well, I'm old enough to remember when you just waited for the next episode of the Muscle Mag of the Month to arrive and go grab that, and then you had your new 4-week bicep routine or the secret chest routine So this isn't a new problem. This is something that's been inherent in fitness marketing for probably time immemorial. And I think the mindset shift is twofold. Number one, training does not have to suck. People, especially people that are new to training, they go into training expecting it to hurt, expecting it to suck. It's going to be unpleasant. They don't like it. Whereas I look forward to every session I get to put my hand on a kettlebell and train. I'm looking forward to that. And it's convincing somebody that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Little Da Vinci quote. Before a movie quote. I'm quoting Da Vinci before I go to a movie quote. And there's a couple of different ways I can shop this or sell it. Baseball. What do you do in baseball? You throw a ball, you catch a ball, you hit a ball, you run. Are they doing anything else? Like, that's it. They're people spend careers trying to get better at hitting a ball, catching a ball, throwing a ball, and running. Now, tactics and gameplay, that's another category of the mental side of the game where there's a lot of variety. But in the sport, you throw a ball, you hit a ball, you catch a ball, you run. Like, why are you looking for a secret routine? There is no secret. The secret is the basics work. In our Strong First manuals, we have the quote from a Spec Ops gentleman. The elite are just better at the basics than everybody else. Where I go for entertainment, which is I think where people get confused and program hop, Where I go for entertainment is in my body weight movement prep, in my Indian clubs, in my, there's things that I can throw in that scratch the itch. And I remember when we were training Mike, and we scheduled in scratch the itch day,
Yeah.
where you could just, we were following a simple program, but one day a week, you go ahead. You scratch that itch, you do that thing that you've been looking to do, and takes you out of that boredom for a little bit. And people got to get used to being bored. We're too used to being entertained 24/7, being able to pick up this device and get a dopamine hit. And there's times where you just need to be alone with the iron.
Yeah. I get it's like I think isn't it like in boxing there's like only 4 punches you can do in boxing. But inside of that, that's the sweet science.